Hi guys, so I'm going to guide you through what the normal fundus looks like and what the normal disc looks like as well. So this is a normal fundus from the right eye of a 35-year-old, and we know that's the right eye because the right optic disc is closer to the nasal side. So before we get onto the disc, I'm just going to guide you through the other features that we can see in this fundoscopy. So we've got the retinal vessels, and these form the different arcades coming out of the optic disc. So you've got this is the superior temporal arcade, the superior nasal, inferior nasal, and inferior temporal. And we've got a central pigmented area here too, which I'll mark out. So this pigmented area here, this is the macula, and it has the higher concentration of cones, so for colour vision. And in the centre of that, where we have the highest visual acuity, this is the fovea centralis. And the distance from the fovea to the optic disc is about 3 to 4 millimeters. Okay, so that's the normal fundus. Now, when we look at the optic disc, there's three things that we need to look for. So when we assess the optic disc, we firstly look at contour, and that's the borders. So are the borders clearly defined? There should be precise boundaries, and often if they're blurred in things like papilledema, we know something's wrong because you can't tell where the border ends. So the next bit is colour. Excuse the pen. Oh God, that's God. It's not good. Right. Colour. Okay. So normal colour should be pale pink to orange, and this is a good colour. When it's very pale white, then something is wrong. So colour is the next thing. And the last thing is cup. So we look at what's called the cup to disc ratio, CDR, and that is the ratio of the length of the cup, so the inner bit, to the full diameter of the disc. So if I were to draw it here, so this is about the diameter of the cup, and the whole diameter is this diameter here, this length. And the normal range is 0.4 to 0.7. And with a higher cup to disc ratio, you might be suspecting something like glaucoma. And that's what you'd be looking for when you're looking at the disc, because that's quite a common condition. So, I mean, looking at this one, it's quite, you can tell that it covers just less than half, the cup would cover just less than half the diameter of the disc. So it's probably within the good range. So when you're looking at the disc, you're looking for evidence of glaucoma, pallor, or general swelling. Now, cupping by itself isn't diagnostic of glaucoma, but be suspicious of it anyway. And the last thing I just wanted to say, just about the general function. So the disc is just the optic nerve head. So that's where the nerve fibers converge and they form the optic nerve going forward into the bony orbit. They're basically the point of exit of the retinal ganglion axons leaving the eye. And remember, there's no rods or cones here, no photoreceptors there. So this bit is literally just a blind spot. It forms a small blind spot in each eye.